everybody, this is Bonnie and I want to show you these really cute little Valentine treats that I came up with. It's using the nerds that the kids love in the little boxes, and I've just kind of decorated them up and they can slide them out the side to get to them. And I did this one for a girl. It's like a little purse. I just put a little gem. I'm going to show you how to make that one. And then this one, of course my episode favorite, is a little punch art car with like the smoke coming out the back. This is Happy Valentine's Day. And I did this one for the boys. And I'm going to show you how to make that one. So let's get started. First we'll start with the girls, because that seems to be the easiest. First, what you're going to have is you're going to have a piece of paper that is 1 3/4 by 4 1/4, and then you're going to have to score it at 5/8, 1 7/8, 2 1/2, and 3 3/4. Then once you've gone ahead and you've scored it and cut the paper, you want to score all your score lines. Then after you score all the score lines, you want to take it and you want to take it over to your Sizzix, and this is using Stampin' Up's polka dot, I think it's called, the embossing folders. And you want to run it through that so that it gets the polka dot effect on it, gives it a little texture. So then after you do that, take some tape runner, or you could use sticky strip right here to help hold it so it's a little more secure. But right here you want to use some type of a strong adhesive. I'm just using snail for the purpose of the video. And then you want to just close it up so that it looks like a box. And then at this time, I go ahead and I put my my nerds in, so that way the box gives me something more sturdy to hold onto while I'm decorating it up. So then the next thing that you need to do for this is you need to take the so you want to punch out one of them, then you want to take and you want to cut it right in half. And I fold them together after I cut them in half. I'm going to fold them together like this. And then I'm taking a retired punch that Stampin' Up! Does not sell. Maybe you guys have it. Put it in. Oh, so that the bottom part of this is all the way into the round loop that's on there. I'm putting it right in, and I'm holding the punch like this, and I'm going to squeeze. That'll give you your handles, and that's kind of how I centered them so that they're both the same on both sides. So I went ahead and did that. Then I'm just putting some snail. You can use whatever type of adhesive that you would like. I'm going to kind of center this so that it looks like so. Do the same thing to the other side. This time I kind of look at it. I am going to take the heart-to-heart punch, and I'm going to use the little tiny heart that's in this punch set. I want a pink one, and I want a white one. I'm going to put 2 little dabs of glue down here in the bottom. I should put my heart out here so you can kind of, or my original pattern. And I am just going to put these right on there, just like so. And then I felt like it needed something, so I took a big gem. You could use a button, you could use whatever, whatever you have, but I happen to have some gems, so I put a little gem in there. Then any type of baker's twine. I happen to have some red baker's twine here. So I'm going to take a piece of this, And to get the tag that I have, you need to have the small tag punch, and you want a piece of this will fit in. So you want to go in like this. It does. You just want to put the tag in this way and punch it so that you get the tag effect, but you have a long area to stamp or you know, whatever you want to stamp on there. So take from the Teeny Tiny Wishes the Happy Valentine's Day punch or stamp, and you just want to stamp it on this line. So it's just like that. I'm gonna pick it up, hand punch. You could use your piercer. I just find this easier for me. And I just punched a little hole right in the top of that. I'm going to trim this on the end. And then I'm going to take that twine that I had. Run it through. It's right up in the handle. And I'm just going to tie a little. I tied it a knot twice. I did for the little girl's purse. We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to fold on all our score lines. Put adhesive on the bottom. Together, add our little nerds. Now in this one I didn't emboss it, I left it just the way it was. Now to make the car, I took the large oval punch and I punched out in gray. Then I took the 1/2 inch circle punch and I went in, I'm going on this end a little bit farther, so this would be more like the hood. And I went almost a little more than halfway on it. And I punched it out. So now you have like the car part. Then I took a piece of black and I punched out 3 of these 1/2 inch circles. Then I took the owl punch, open it here, and I punched out 2 eyes. I used these eyes that were up there in the top. Whoop. Well, they're not really eyes, they're going to be light bulbs to me. Put their eyes on there. And then I also used the owl punch to punch out 2 gray hearts. These are kind of like the center of my hubcaps on my tire. So there's my 2 hearts for that. Then I went ahead and I took, where is it? This, I'm not really sure if this is a flower or what design they call this, but it's in the Itty Bitty Stampin' Up pack. And I punched this out in black. This is going to be the steering wheel for it. And then the other thing that I punched out was using the boho blossom. I punched out this the larger one there. So that's another one that I punched out. Okay. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put a little dab of glue right in the center of these tires. Just a little bit. We're going to take and add, such a mess going on here, the little hearts. Then we're going to add 2 little dabs of glue right here and 1 over here. And this is going to be for the headlights. Now one I'm going to have hanging off a little bit, and after it dries, we will trim it.
it doesn't take too long for this to take hold. And we're going to put a little dab real close to the white on the car right there. Just a little dab. And then we're going to put a little dab back here. And this is for our tires. Oop, my heart moved. Go. This is something the kids could, you know, do with this car. Now on this, for the steering wheel, I don't want this top part right there. I don't want that part. So I'm going to go and I'm going to take and I'm going to cut off that part. So now it looks like a steering wheel. Then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the bottom of where the other one is, down there. And then I'm going to put this in my car. And I'm just going to hold it there. So now that's what my little car looks like. Now to get the 14 on the car that I got right here, what I did was I wrote the number 14 with a white gel pen. I thought every little race car has to have a number, and I thought how perfect would it be to have the number 14 for Valentine's Day. And the heart-to-heart punch. And I used that heart right up there on the top. And then I took and I just put a little dab of glue right here in the middle. Okay, there we go. And then I put the little 14 right there, like that. Now for this, after I punched this out, I went ahead, I used Stays on E, and I used the Happy Valentine's Day again from the Teeny Tiny Wishes. And I used the farthest one, the big fat one that's there in the middle, and I lined up the end of my stamp by kind of tipping a little bit. And I stamped Happy Valentine's Day. Ooh, that one's a little crooked, but it's okay. It'll work. And if you want, the kids can write their name on the back of this, or like I said, on the card, or anything to that effect. I put just a little bit of glue, and I put it on the back, like he's sitting at the start line, and they're revving their tires, and revving up, and all this smoke is flying out of it. And then I just used some more glue, kind of all over the back of it. Going off. And oh, that's it. And then I just dressed it up a little bit. I put a little bit of gel pen here on these to just dress it up. Thanks for stopping by.